And as usual, I must start off with the notification that our system will be pretty much honor based in all our roles. If you do not have honor, well, we'll use the dishonor system. Okay.
So let's get rolling.
Okay.
Yeah. Our stalwart adventurers, the barbarian was kind of left behind in the burning city. I think he has a story for you guys.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you an epic story. So the events of the previous night were a blur. Brief images of what had happened zoomed around in my head, but I couldn't make sense of any of them. There was that tavern wench who was making eyes at me, or was that a hog from the stable? I don't really remember. Where was my lute? I wanted to sing her the song of my people, but what was that sound? That smell? Details became clear as I focused on the smell of burning. The cries around me, the cracking of wooden buildings, the crackle of thatched roofs being consumed by flames. Dragon. It had to be. Didn't we? Something about a girl and a dragon. Did I really drop my clothes in front of a bunch of goblins? Idiot. That was it. This had to be the dragon, wreaking vengeance upon the village for our failed attempt to slay it. Wait, did that happen? I don't remember fighting a dragon. I'm sure I kicked its butt if I did. The flames entered the... Where the crap was I? Did they leave me in a pig pen? The nerve! The upper beams of the stable broke under the heat and fell around me, trapping my legs. As I leant forward to remove the scalding wood, more rubble fell and pinned my arms. I was trapped. I was going to die. Rage swelled within me as I thought of being abandoned by my friends when they knew full well that a dragon was approaching in its fury. How could an orc, half or otherwise, be in such a position? Pride further fueled my rage. This wasn't how an orc dies. This wasn't how I died. Mustering all the strength I could, augmented by some repressed fortitude, I burst free from my would-be fiery tomb. Ash and cinders filled my lungs, but they didn't hold me back. They couldn't hold me back. Buildings collapsed behind me as I made my way through the chaos. No survivors. Only Garnock, Phoenix-born. Only Garnock, the barbarian.
Barbarian.
I was reborn. Now where are my clothes? I've retained only the boar skull.
Oh, that's great.
Hi, guys. I appreciate it.
Okay, so your barbarian, the Phoenix-born, he managed to meet you guys somewhere along the road to Phaley, which is a miracle since he had no idea where you were going. We'll just go with that.
Okay.
This. Backstabbers.
So when we last finished, you guys were you had arrived in Phaley, and your noble and wise paladin Nadia had decided to bring the letters incriminating the local officials from the town that burns the ground to the local authorities.
Thanks for the apology, by the way.
So your reply one morning, 2 weeks after your arrival. Oh, my computer's gone dumb.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Maybe if you cast Gift of Tongues. (404) scroll not found.
Yeah, pretty much. It's thinking really hard about what I have no idea, but it's thinking really hard. So, morning 2 weeks after you guys arrive, while you were in the common room below your resting establishment, a messenger comes and delivers a letter for all of you.
Oh, yay.
The letter reads, King Wilson, Dawn of Light, wishes to grant you the opportunity to claim the lands to the west of the kingdom. You have trouble of late by an increase in activity and have received reports of people of evil demeanor in the Blackwoods. We wish for you to spearhead an expedition there to establish a colony. You will be rewarded for your efforts with titles and lands, regardless of your decision. But the king also wishes to thank you as a token of appreciation for what you have done and wishes to arrive before him to receive it.
Hold on. He wants to pay us partly in advance.
No, he wants to pay you for what you've already done, which is to turn in the very bad people who are running that little village that is now mostly ash. He wants to pay you for that, but he also wants to give you another opportunity for something else.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I'm worried here.
Duh. What's there to worry about?
I'm going to put on my scholarly robes and get myself all gussied up.
I'm going to notch the halfling in my bow.
Okay.
Well, if I'm going to be of any help to you guys, I'm going to need some gear, just by the way.
Oh, yeah. We can help you out with that. Here's a bottle of water.
Yay?
I'll
Thanks.
put out fire in case you get caught on fire again.
That's going to help to replenish my mana, which I use.
Uh-huh.
Not.
Well, here, let me just get you a pocket full of mana then.
Oh, excellent.
Oh.
Wait, we didn't share any of our money with him?
You guys can share money with him if you choose to. I told you guys
Yeah.
to discuss the breakage of your funds. I helped you guys to figure that out amongst yourselves. I am not
I
here
took
to.
it all from.
I give him
took it all from.
87 silver pieces.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate it. That'll do for an initial payment of reparations.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we're waiting for your reply.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We
Let's
need to
get the
get
half-orc
Stinky
dressed
here,
first.
dressed first.
Probably a good idea. All right,
I have a loincloth.
him that you will arrive within the day to speak with him about his letter.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. Well, we'll take him and buy him some clothes.
So,
Oh,
you guys mind if we hop over to the shop real quick?
What
Well,
all do you need?
Go ahead and pick what you need.
Well, I need some armor and some weapons.
Oh. Hang on. Let me see how much money I have. Oh, I'm doing okay.
Actually, you know
let's
what?
see
You know what? I don't need weapons. I don't need weapons.
Why don't you need weapons?
Because improvised melee weapon when I summon instrument.
Okay. And what kind of armor do you wear?
Medium.
Gotcha. Oh, that's party. I don't first.
That should work, shouldn't it?
What is it?
Why don't we just go visit the king?
Oh, do you think the king will give him armor?
I'm in a loincloth here. I don't think I could be presented in front of royalty.
We could at the 2 week
Just oil yourself up.
probably hard some form of clothing. I mean, you
Remember
have
what happened last time I appeared naked in front of a leader?
It's a voluntary choice.
Bad things happened.
Clothing. Here we go. Outfits. Cold weather courtiers, entertainers, explorer, hot weather monk, noble peasant, royal, scholar, or traveler. Royal is out. Entertainer.
What?
Well, you are a bard, right?
I am a barbarian. Thank you very much.
Barbarian. Okay, so peasant then.
Peasant. What?
All right, we'll go with explorers. Okay, mark these down. Explorer's outfit.
Okay.
And scale mail armor. I just spent 60 gold on you.
I appreciate it very much.
It's more than half of what I received from the money we've got. So I'm hoping the other two will throw in a little bit to make up for that. For you. I mean, I've got all the equipment I need.
I very much appreciate it. Thank you. You are a sweetheart.
No kissing. Sorry, not my type.
What?
Called me a sweetheart. I don't appreciate that.
Oh.
Yes.
You know, we're keeping royalty waiting. Why don't we just head on up? And old
Now
boy
that he's dressed, yes.
The last time I kept royalty waiting, I ended up in a new life.
That sounds like a personal problem.
So you guys are gonna leave the store where you purchased that armor and clothing for your naked barbarian, and head to see the king.
Yes.
So as you exit onto the street to head towards the castle, you are immediately overtaken yet again at just how large the city you are in is. It's a diverse city and known as the Jewel of the Kingdom. It has just over 100,000 people, with visitors providing even more of a population boom and flux on the docks. This city literally can provide you anything you want, legal or otherwise, if you just know where to look.
Mm.
And we have a book that tells us where to look. Who has the book?
That's enough flip out of you.
I do.
Okay. Just as long as somebody does. All right.
When you arrive to see the king, you are quickly ushered into his throne room, where you notice that there is no one else around. You, the pages that brought you there, the king, and two guards who stand quietly off to the side. And the bard is dying.
I'm dead.
Okay, you might have to repeat yourself, God.
As you guys reach the palace, you are brought forth to the throne room, and you notice immediately that you four are the only ones present, minus the king, two guards, and the page that was there. The room could easily hold well over 1,000 people, but is mainly empty, and you are being given a private audience with the king.
Crap. Micah.
Moving up in the world.
I know you can't speak right now. I need you to exit out and come back. There we go. We're good.
Yeah, muted. I don't know how. Fatty.
All right. Sorry about that.
I summoned my instrument.
Oh, no.
What do you guys intend on doing? You are now standing before the king in a city known as the Jewel of the Kingdom. Just get sure we're clear on that.
Yes, bow.
I'm going to do my best to not stand out.
Blend into the stone. Got it.
Kind of blend in, but not disappear.
Does anyone want to say anything to the king, who's now staring at all four of you, wondering if you're ever going to speak or if you're on mute?
Hang on a second, guys. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, sorry. Everybody decides it's all day long, nothing at all. Nobody wants to come to my room. It's only when I'm on here dating with you guys that everybody decides to visit.
Well, if they want to,
So-
if they want to listen in, just give them the link.
Like I said, the only internet in this house is on the phone.
Oh,
That would make it more
Yeah.
difficult.
That will make it far more difficult. Anyway, Your Majesty, we are here in response to your summons.
I'm glad to see all four of you are well and have been enjoying the luxuries of my beautiful city. I'd like
Absolutely.
Personally, thank you for the information you provided to me regarding those in the town which is now destroyed. The survivors of the burning city have been brought back here to be reintegrated into our city. As a token of my appreciation, I wish to present you with this gift before we continue any of our discussions. At his word, the page runs back to the side of the room and comes forward carrying a chest. He opens it and you see a mound of gold.
Jesus.
I like mounds.
I hope that the mere pittance of 10,000 gold will help to persuade you to be more used to me in the future.
10K.
Guys, we can't make it seem like we're poor and we're not used to this much money.
I'll just kind of look at it and go, yeah, okay.
Your Highness, I think that sounds about right.
Seems like a fair trade.
2,500.
Yeah. Jesus.
I will go with a at your service, Your Majesty.
At your service, Your Majesty.
Our
Now on
Kathleen
to
needs to pick an
The
accent.
other reason why I requested your presence here. As you may or may not know, our kingdom has been having some trouble of late. And we wish to stop this trouble from invading more civilized lands. In an effort to do that, I plan to send a contingent of people to our western border to establish a colony to prevent incursion from there. I'm looking for strong, intelligent adventurers to help with this endeavor.
I believe that we would be of some help.
Guys, I think that he's trying to butter us up with platitudes here. Intelligent?
No.
Really? I don't think that's going to be something that is going to need to be considered in any way when it comes to fighting for our lives.
I love butter.
Did you say you love butter?
Yes, she did. She did.
I would like you to consider my offer, consider my proposal, and come back to me in a week's time with an answer of whether or not you wish to join the expedition. They will be leaving in 3 weeks' time. And I would like for you, if you decide to go, to meet the people who you will be with, leading, and fighting side by side with.
Look around at the others. What do y'all think, guys?
Well, I'm ready to smash some faces.
Okay.
And sing.
Well, we've got a week to think about this, and
Why do we have to
And I
do
have
this?
pressing business elsewhere, so if you will excuse me. At that, the king
Absolutely.
rises and walks away from you towards the side of the room, his guards following. The page stands beside you, motioning towards the exit, the rear of the room, indicating that your meeting is over.
okay. Out we go.
All right, I'll pick up the chest on the way out.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help with that.
Nope.
Oh yeah, yes. Well, at least let us guard you Good Lord.
You exit the palace and into the city. Where would you like to go from here?
The
So we've
stores.
we've got a week to give him an answer and figure out and meet the people we're going to be going with. We go.
You have a week to give
actually,
an answer, 2 weeks after that to meet the people you're going to be going with.
Yes.
You also have a week to spend 10,000 gold and explore a giant city that you've never been to before. Yeah, it's your choice.
Oh,
Oh,
2,500 each.
can I have a side quest?
What would you like to do?
Well, if we've got that much gold, gents, my friends.
oh no. Spit it out, barbarian.
I think that I might need. Hold on. Where's this? No, never mind. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm gonna get some better gear.
Yeah.
I play.
We all need better gear.
So what is that? 2K each?
25K.
25 even.
Already did the math.
You know what? Just because some people don't like math.
I has a calculator.
We needed a calculator.
I don't know.
Yeah, one of those bead things.
Abacus.
An abacus.
Abacus. Ooh, robe of useful items.
Cricket. Wow, I just
Um,
shocked you guys. Lots
yeah,
of
I
money.
definitely want to get some
Time,
better gear.
I take mine to the full plate dealer.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go check out the weapons district.
And I'm going to be checking the wizardry stuff.
And I'm going to go find myself someone who can make some pretty kick-ass expedition and expediters for locks and whatnot. And maybe some better short swords.
Your side of town. That's what you're saying. Trying to find the thieves.
Oh, I know where they are.
Okay.
After all, I have the book.
It's very true.
Oh,
Which
man.
weapons district? That was Micah, right?
Yep, that's Garnock.
Oh. I wish we had a
Barbarian. Well, I'm going to give you some information, and you will. I'm assured you will relay it to the group when you get to your hotel later that night, or inn. Excuse me.
Oh, absolutely.
While you're walking through, you hear someone on the corner screaming about positions needed for a mercenary group leaving in 2 days. When you approach, you listen more and realize that this group is looking for forward scouts for a trek into the Underdark. The pay is very, very good, and in the likely case of your death, they will pay for your funeral and memorial services.
Oh, that's very
yeah,
nice.
that's swell.
Hush, you don't know this. That sounds great. I'm going to ask around to see if anyone has any idea of who's running this expedition. So I can ask questions.
DC check.
Uh, 19.
Check reveals that the group running the organization is situated near the Arcane District and seems to work for influential persons of the Arcane field.
Okay.
Clerical field, excuse me.
Neato burrito. Cool. I'll have to remember this to tell my friends.
Unlucky, you said you're going to go look for people who procure locks and lock tools of some sort?
Some lock picking equipment and other house breaking equipment.
Wow.
So while you are speaking to the seedier side of the world, looking for tools that are not generally viewed upon wisely in the world, you overhear someone looking for a discrete group of people for a simple job.
Discretion is a must.
Thieves' tool masterwork. Okay, I go and investigate.
So as you approach the person, roll a perception check.
$27.
You sense this person is not telling you the entire truth, but wishes to give you information that he feels is pertinent to what's going on. He tells you that his benefactors simply need someone to guard a warehouse. The warehouse in question contains things that are needed for a certain project that his benefactors are going to be using in the next few weeks. Any more information about what's inside the warehouse, and states that your job will be to keep anybody from going within 100 feet of any of the walls.
Sounds legit.
And
Sure.
how long we have? How long this job is supposed to last?
Well, if you accept the position, you will only need to be guarding it for a few days, starting on a day that they will choose and ending on the day they will no longer need your services.
And what's the pay?
You'll be compensated well for your usefulness, but only after the job is done.
I will bring it up with my cohort.
Single cohort, huh?
We're just cohorts? Come on, man. I thought we were your friends.
Nachos. There's just
We're friends.
I bought a couple molds for soap. Okay.
Yeah.
I can make some soaps.
Hey.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you guys clarify for me something real quick?
Sure.
On the weapons table on page 143, for damage S and damage M, what's the difference between those? Is that simple and
Small
martial?
medium. No, small
No.
and medium.
So for the character size?
Yes.
Yeah, it's representing
Well,
the
no,
character.
the opponent size. In other words, if your opponent's small, use that damage scale. If your opponent is medium or bigger, use that one.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
So
Oh,
I'm just gonna pop into a shop and buy some surprising stuff. Just so these guys know. And then I casually make my way back to my cohort.
So you all have purchased the goodies that you wanted to purchase, correct?
Well, that's the fun part. I mean, I can buy a few scrolls or a wand or something, but really and truly, I don't need it. Well, I mean, I could put my money into my new business.
Exactly.
So I'm going to find a way to hide my money.
Well, this being a large group, there are many quote unquote banks who are more than willing to hold your money for you.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
I'm going to look for a shop that dispenses in magical items, such as, I don't know, something like a bag of holding or something.
That would be in the arcane district,
Oh, boy.
and you will find it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. Let's see. Magic.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go into the arcane district and pick up a couple items there too.
I didn't think about bags. That would be a good idea. But I'm feeling the coin lists here are a lot different than what you've got. Hmm.
So quiet.
I know everybody's reading right now, trying to figure out what they're. And I'm looking for a price list.
What are you looking to buy?
Huh?
What are you looking to buy? Bag of holding?
Well, obviously, I want to a halfling size pack that I can put a lot of crap in. Like I said, a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
And some
Holy cow.
offensive and defensive magic items. One shots.
According to PC Gen, the price for a bag of holding type 1 is 2,500 gold.
Yep.
Joy.
You can buy one thing. What will it be?
Yeah.
Are there any one-shot magic items like, I don't know, like I said, in the defensive or offensive range, like a item I could throw down and set up a barrier?
Well, there are other lesser magic items that help too. Bracers of armor +1 adds 1 to your armor class. They're just bracers. So wear them with your regular armor and have even more defense. Some of the things. Cloak of Resistance +1 is 1,000. Those are 1,000 gold each. Whereas the +2 is 4,000. Go figure.
Okay. I think I'll come.
Cloak of Elvenkind, 2,500.
They got a Cloak of Arachnidia?
Yeah. 14,000.
All righty. I am going to examine, basically case the place.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Go ahead and roll for perception.
$22.
You cannot see any advantage or place that you can, in order to take any item from anywhere in the shop. It seems as if every corner isn't actually a corner, but merely a reflection of another location inside the shop. Clearly, magic isn't being used to protect the owner's items.
They got security cameras everywhere, man.
All right,
I say-
okay.
I say
Do
you
I
try
find
it and see
anything
what
that
happens.
might? See. I'm going to look for magical traps on the items as I examine them for potential purchase.
You notice that every item seems to have a small glyph written on it. You cannot tell the meaning of this glyph, but you can also see a matching glyph above the door and windows of the building.
Roger that. So it does have a magic trap on it.
Anti-theft system.
Okay.
Who was saying they wanted to protect and save their gold somewhere?
That would be me, Arnold.
You can always transfer the gold from gold to platinum pieces so they're lighter and easier to carry.
Oh, that
Also
would be good.
Easier to carry.
So that would be 250 platinum.
Yes.
What was jingling, but still 250 pieces is no big deal.
Okay. Are there any other patrons in the shop?
Not currently.
I'm gonna, take my time and peruse the wares. Try to find something that I might purchase.
So you're just calmly wandering around the shop in circles.
Examining items. I mean, what kind of items am I finding? Besides the bag of holding that I want to get.
There are items of every shape and type. Some you can recognize and some you can't. Weapons, bags, potions and scrolls, wands, gauntlets, armor, helmets, made from all different types of metal, all different types of material. It is literally a menagerie of everything you can think of.
So there's something you want. This is the place to buy it. Buy being the key word. That's not to say you probably couldn't haggle or trade with something lesser to bring down the price.
I know. Are there any potions in here?
There are, but they're locked up behind the counter. Your wandering has brought the attention of the shopkeeper, who is now staring at you very blankly, wondering why you haven't spoken to him or made any move to purchase anything.
I'm just examining your wares. Do you happen to have any potions that would take care of any physical injuries?
Or remove magical glyphs?
If you're looking for potions of healing, you need to speak to the clerics. They're across the way.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah, I'm getting over being sick.
All right, I'm not funny. Funny, they don't have potion. They don't have potion of healing in the program. Wait a minute.
Can't understand anyone's saying.
Well, I'm echoing somehow.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
So where is everyone else?
Well,
I'm trying to meet up with them.
the rogue is currently casing a joint to steal a bag of holding or possibly some potions.
Okay, I'm going to step. Let's see. I really don't have any other idea of what I want to look at, though. I mean, I want a couple of items. I just don't know what I'm looking for.
You realize you have an entire week to decide.
I know.
If you take the king's offer, you have more time and less time depending on what other offer you might come across and take.
Yeah, if we don't show up, he's going to assume that we decided not to take his offer. So, because if one of the other jobs we decide to take takes a little longer than a week,
I just want to say that the king seems to pay very well.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Okay, so the midget is looking to steal. Where are the other guys?
The barbarian was in the weapons district last I checked.
That's me.
Yeah. So
I know where I was.
Paladin hasn't said to do anything yet.
Yes,
Where are you going? Oh, armor.
I
You're
said I
going
was
for
going
armor.
straight to the armor.
And the sorcerer is going to find magically stuff.
so I'll go look at magically stuff.
You said these got some daggers and whatnot.
There are weapons, yes.
I'm gonna go ask him what each of the daggers and some short swords do.
He responds by asking if there is a particular weapon you are looking for.
Not in particular. I just want to find something that I would like. I do wish to purchase something. I just don't know what exactly I'm looking for, but I will know it when I hear it.
Well, I have a few weapons that cause massive damage when they're used correctly. I have a few that'll poison their victim. I have a few that'll give you strength as it saps from your enemy.
Ask more about the weapons that do massive damage and how much they run.
They don't run their weapons.
What's their pricing?
The weapon you were speaking about is a small dagger. The curator of the shop informs you that when it's used correctly and strike into an enemy, it has a chance of causing a small explosion to erupt from its tip, causing a massive cavity inside its victim. In a human-sized target, it would simply destroy them on impact. On a larger target, it would cause extreme damage and pain, being very distracting to anything else going around onto them.
This may come in handy, if I ever run into a goblin. What's the price of it?
The shopkeeper looks you up and down and decides that he doesn't want to give you a price. He wants to know what you would offer first.
I'll give you 10 gold.
The shopkeeper's eyes bulge out of his head as he points to the door and tells you to get out. He doesn't accept poor begging children into his shop.
Clearly, you don't know how to haggle there, shopkeeper.
He tells you that even a simple dagger costs more than 10 gold. But something of this fine craftsmanship and useful ability is much more valuable than a simple pittance of 10 gold.
We'll come back with a counter offer.
10,000.
Ask him what time he closes. And if
time do
he
you close? And I'll just take these.
lives above the store.
Offer him 50 gold.
You offer him 50 gold?
Yes.
Oh,
Here's you in shock. It says, "You obviously do not understand the meaning of what I've just said." He proceeds to re-describe in vivid detail what the dagger will do, while holding it in his hand and looking at you very plaintively, explaining that he could easily kill you if he wanted to.
So you're threatening me my life, well, instead of making a counteroffer.
He's not threatening. He's merely pointing out the ability the weapon has to cause mass damage. That if someone were to stab, say, a halfling, that the halfling would simply disintegrate under the blow. I couldn't let it away for possibly any less than 1,000 gold.
Really, 10,000 to 1,000? That sounds like it's not a legit blade.
$200 gold.
The shopkeeper looks at you and says, 1,000 gold is my last and final offer.
I'm going to try to negotiate. Diplomacy.
Okay, roll it.
Let's see. 25.
He simply shakes his head and says that while he sees that you are easily one of the nicest and well-mannered halflings he's ever met, showing his quiet disdain for your race, that he still could not let the dagger go for anything less than 1,000.
Nod. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess I'm not buying that dagger. And as I walk out of the shop, I cast Prestidigitation.
Hi. You feel better? No, not really.
You cast what?
Prestidigitation.
What are you going to do with your Prestidigitation?
Don't mind him. He's just on the computer.
I am going to make the sound of a fart in his ear.
The sound of what in here?
Make it sound like he just got farted on. As I walk.
What? See, that's why people don't like halflings.
Yeah, I was about to say. You're only reinforcing his dislike of your race, but okay. So the halfling decided to fart in someone's ear, and your barbarian has your barbarian found anything to purchase yet?
Oh yeah, I was in and out without any kind of issue because I know how to shop like a civilized person.
Even a half orc can do it, huh?
Uh-huh.
And does Nadia, has she picked up a properly fitting breastplate that accentuates her curves?
Hopefully. I do have one more thing I want to buy. Probably in the same shop that Rogue was in.
A chastity belt so that you can make sacrifice status.
Well, you know what? I think that a halfling skull would make a great codpiece. Just saying.
No, specifically I'm looking for a thing called the Traveler's Any tool.
Traveler's Any tool?
Oh, you know what?
Check it out, it's awesome.
Yeah,
I can't. I've got a sleeping cat on my left hand.
That does make it more difficult.
It is magical, which is why I said I'd probably be in the same shop that the Rogue's in right now. And if they have one of those that I can procure, then immediately after that, I'm going to go to the temple and basically donate my 10%, 250 gold.
Okay.
Oh,
As
paladins.
with the half-orc barbarian, you are a civilized shopper. He calmly sells you the item with no fuss, no muss, and you are off to the temple to make your devotions and donation. Tithing to the church.
I think devotion donation that works.
Yeah. So all that we have left is your sorcerer. Is he planning on buying anything? Did you
That's
act like?
actually what I'm looking through.
Are you a civilized person too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
I wonder, would that any tool be also useful for thievery?
Wouldn't thieves' tools be better?
It can't give you any bonuses. It just imitates any simple tool.
Believe it or not, I
But
said
it still
lockpicks
counts
is
as a
good.
masterwork artisan tool for most crafts and professions. I would imagine that it can't be used as thieves' tools because majority of thieves' tools are small and delicate. Would they not be? Lockpicks and the such.
I
Well,
imagine.
think of maybe about the size of fingernail file, or maybe a little bit smaller. Not quite as thick. So they got to be small enough to fit into a keyhole, or most keyholes,
Right.
and then have wiggle room. So
It is magical, and it does say that it has spikes on it.
But wouldn't, now, bear with me here, wouldn't standard crafting tools be smaller anyway for a halfling? Wouldn't they use a smaller set of tools than larger races? So his could double as thieving tools.
Well, my suggestion is that this is too big to begin with. It's a 12-inch iron bar, and a lockpick is a small device. It's not going to be made out of a 12-inch iron bar.
Well, what if
I'd
you
be
got
like trying
a halfling multi-tool?
It's still going to be 12 inches. It doesn't shrink. It doesn't change to the size of the wielder. It's still a 12-inch bar. So
Podcast. How do I play podcast on here?
have you all finished making your wonderful purchases?
Yes.
are we going to look into potential work?
Have we met back up with each other yet?
I'm waiting on a yes from everybody. Did everyone go back to the hotel, or is anyone else planning on making another pit stop? Your Nadia is currently in devotions, but I'm sure she'll return back to the hotel when she's done, unless she has other plans. So
I'm going to actually case the outside of the building.
If this city burns down,
You don't see my grin.
the building seems unremarkable from the outside. There doesn't seem to be any way of gaining entry or any weakness in its defensive structure. While you are facing the outside of the building, you see not one but two pairs of guards on patrol through the streets. Within the 5 minutes you were standing there.
That's good to know.
hint,
Is
hint,
there an alchemy
don't
area?
rob. Hint, hint.
I'm gonna go
there
look.
nearby? Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the alchemy shop
Are you planning on
and buy ingredients to make smoke bombs.
Okay. Purchase what you need to purchase.
All
All right,
right.
I do purchase one thing. I go ahead and get a set of bracers of protection +1. I can't wear any other kind of armor, so
Set of what? Protection?
yeah, bracers of protection +1.
Okay. If everyone is done shopping, are you all going to meet back at the hotel? In whatever it is.
For the time being.
Yes.
Okay. So you all arrive to the hotel towards the end of the day as the evening meal is being served to the middle to upper class clientele that stay at this inn that was provided to you by the local authorities. Everyone roll for perception.
Ten.
19.
I have a +12. 14.
19.
So Micah and Unlucky were lucky enough to overhear talk at the bar of a rumor going around that a local nobleman is searching for a team to help him find a lost heirloom.
That always sounds fun.
Ooh, I like the sound of lost heirlooms. But I don't really trust nobles. Especially the Barnes kind. Should we tell these guys?
Would any of you like to find out more of this information, or would you like to just leave it be?
I'm gonna find out more.
Yes.
Well,
Roll persuasion.
Mm.
iTunes doesn't have podcasts.
oh,
I have the Sonos thing. This,
I apologize. It would be diplomacy, not persuasion.
$22.
Wow. I'll shut up now.
As you talk to the man who is speaking to the bartender, he says that he overheard a group of people talking in the town center about a local nobleman by the name of Family Black, who live on the east side of the city in a large estate.
is it not this one?
The
yeah,
family
I can't
apparently has
get
been
that,
known
what I have,
in the city for years.
onto the Sonos. I can't
And
add it to the Sonos. You have to add, too hard to explain.
Cricket.
I think we should.
I'm sorry, I was looking at something. What did I miss?
The local family, the nobleman is from the local family known as Family Black. They live on the east side of the city in a large estate and have been in the city for as long as anyone can remember. In the recent years, they've been gaining many of a bad rumor about them regarding their ill luck and misfortune. And apparently the current patron of this house, this family, is searching for a group of adventurers to help him turn his luck around by finding a lost heirloom. The person at the bar knew no more about what was going on, but gave you directions to the house of Family Black if you wish to inquire about more.
Okay. Thank you. Order dinner.
You have all your food, drinks aplenty. You
Yeah.
must discuss and decide what you wish to do at this point.
Find a
Let's
table
go.
that's not near anybody else.
Yeah, good luck with that. Unless we get a private room.
You all have rooms.
No, I mean a private dining room
Yeah, no. It's
or
common
meeting
dining.
room or something. Yeah. Oh wait, our own rooms have dining rooms?
No, your rooms are just rooms.
Okay, I was just saying.
But there's nothing to stop you from all of you lifting up and going to a room to discuss things in private away from the rest of the commoners.
Shall we adjourn to one of our rooms?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay, we'll go to. Yeah, we'll go to Nadia's room.
Is Nadia in agreement with this, or are you just going to barge into her room?
We can always just stand out in the hallway next to her door.
It depends on whether they knock on the door or not.
You weren't down there with us when we were gathering information? I knock. You knock.
I'm sorry, I
The
thought that
knock.
was to a specific person. No, that's fine.
Let's all make the assumption you are in Nadia's room. No one's dead. Hopefully she didn't kill any of you. Discussing in private the information you've all learned today and making a decision about what future plans hold for you.
Well, all of a sudden, no. The job of the Black family, or this warehouse job, or another one that we heard about.
Oh, hey,
that we
guys.
don't know about. Yeah.
I also heard about a job.
Uh-oh.
So, this might tickle some of your fancies. Some big wigs working out of the Arcane District are looking for some mercenaries to go on a little expedition as scouts into the Underdark. And they say they pay pretty well.
They say they pay pretty well. The Underdark doesn't exactly sound like a friendly place.
But Arcanist bigwigs. So could be potentially good monies or rewards.
Okay, and about how long would said expedition take?
This is expected to head out in like a day and not take too long. Bluff.
Yeah. But how long is not too long? No idea.
Do we know how long any of these will actually take?
Probably not, but if we can do a job, maybe we do in time to get the proper answer. Because I still see this as the most lucrative of all of them. Or am I wrong?
Or no.
Or am I the only one talking here?
I figure we don't exactly know at all how long any of these little things could take. So how about we roll a die and see what happens?
Isn't that what
I
she
really
said?
don't want to do the warehouse one.
You don't want to do which one?
My vote is for the black one.
The Black family?
Yeah.
Thinking the family Black.
Somebody's got a very sensitive microphone. It's everything.
I think you need to switch to complaining.
Somebody's beating a dog with a hammer.
Maybe that dog had it coming.
I do go down briefly on explain briefly the the job that was told to me about the warehouse, but thing is how I didn't get very much information about it. I'm more than likely to disincline. I'm more just
You're
more likely
actually
gonna say not gonna do it.
You're not exactly highly
Not
promoting
exactly
that.
thrilled
Yeah,
about
you're
it.
not promoting it.
Right.
So I think
All right, well, let's go kill some
two
people.
others
Family
have already moved for the Black family. Yeah, so a family Black, the good one to me.
Let's do it.
Let's hope it goes better than the last one.
You guys have decided to go speak to the noble owner of Family Black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to go now, or would you like to wait until the morning?
Let's go now. It sounds urgent.
I'm not doing anything else.
Okay.
So the consensus is now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wise decision. You make your way across the city and find the gate to the estate of Family Black. Nestled within just inside of the outside wall, large estate of fairly open ground and a house clearly meant for a much larger family than currently resides there, as the house seems to be in major disrepair. How do you plan on approaching this house? I would just don't go with Unlucky's idea of sneaking in. I know he's already thinking about it.
Boldly, as though I'm.
I draw my sword.
Okay. I'm only catching bits and pieces of what everyone's saying. I don't know if you can even hear me.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, but we can't hear much over you, Micah.
You what?
Thank you, Micah.
Okay. Now, what's going on? Like I said, I couldn't hear literally anything over the background noise.
Yeah. Micah, can you still hear us? If you can, type in the chat box. Oh, wait, he's on a phone. That's going to make it a lot more difficult.
Micah, are you on your phone?
No, but someone just muted me.
I didn't mute you.
I did.
Hold on.
When you walk to the car, that he kicked the grass. Like, oh, that all is gone.
Well, the background noise is gone.
That's good.
Any better? Is that any better?
We can't hear the background noise, but we can barely hear you.
How about that?
Much
Good.
better.
There you go.
Okay.
And background noise.
It's only some background noise. Much better than it was before.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was before. So it's not close. So
All right, so
I can hear
you guys approach the house, see that it was meant for a much larger family and currently resides there, as the entire house seems to be slowly falling apart. You are standing at the end of the driveway facing the house. How would you like to approach the house?
Oh, come on. Everything's digitizing for me. Sorry.
Know what is going on. You just doesn't get that they're here because his dad is not here. Just to watch your little tiny things. I always go and help all the time. I talk to these people and they're actually.
Hey, Micah, I'm going to
Yeah.
recommend that you mute yourself when you're not talking.
This is not my life. I work working in the airport.
Okay.
Okay, so the house is in disrepair. Well, I'm going to walk up and knock on the door.
Is everyone joining you?
Wait, wasn't there a gate?
No, the gate's left open.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go up to the door.
Your mighty paladin agrees. Does your sorcerer, or your barbarian agree as well?
Yeah, I mean,
All right. You approach the door and knock. The door slowly creaks open, and a withered old man with white hair, very, very ill-fitting smock, looks out the door to see you, and simply asks what you are there for.
We are here. We heard tell that you had a job that you needed someone to help you with.
You must be referring to my master, Reginald Black.
yeah, Reginald.
Let me show you where he is. He opens the door wide and invites you in, and leads you to a back room with a small fireplace with a roaring fire inside, and a man who looks more in the drink than out, sitting in a chair in front of it. Master, these men have come to see you. The person in the chair looks at your group with weary eyes, heavy bags hang underneath him. It's clear that he is in disheveled and unrest, and having been drinking for much longer than he should have.
Sir, my friends and I are here because we heard that you were looking for men to help you find something, an item of some sort. Details were sketchy.
Yes, I've been wondering if the news had spread yet or not. You see, my family used to be much more powerful than we are now. And it's the loss of a particular special item that has caused our downfall. And I'm looking to recover it. I can't pay you right now, but I can pay you when you return the item and I've returned to the wealth and status that I had prior to my downfall.
Well, we could always do some charity work.
Now, what kind of item could possibly bring you, the kind of power and wealth you seem to imply?
The item was an heirloom passed down from my great-great-grandfather. It was of important significance to our family, and whenever it was present during any negotiation or meeting, we always had the upper hand. None of us knew what its purpose or power was, but we just knew that it always brought us fortune and good luck.
What was the item? What did it look like?
It was a small orb with a draconic ruin inscribed on it. No one in the city could recognize the ruin or understand its meaning or purpose.
And where'd you last have it?
Unfortunately, my father had it with him when he fell outside the wall of a goblin raid.
Did they surprise him? He fell down the stairs.
Ugh.
Where was the raid at?
Just outside the walls. Part of the frustrating of this entire is that my father was a skilled swordsman and should not have been taken by goblins, especially with the magic item in his hand. With the luck imbued by it, he should have been able to fight a giant without a problem.
Okay.
This sounds like a pretty sketchy item here, guys. I mean, sorry, this is an aside. This sounds like a pretty sketchy item, guys. I don't know.
Are you thinking Hand of Glory?
I'm thinking something that this guy being bitter about having lost, everything, notoriety and wealth and power, we probably shouldn't get it back to him. because he seems like he's the type to exact revenge.
I have no problem with revenge.
Oh, me neither, but we've
course
just
you
got in good standing with the king.
Plus, we'll be going after goblins.
Yeah, this is allegedly a goblin run, not nobility. Allegedly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking we get this item back to this guy. What's he going to do?
We need more information about the family and the other question.
You know what? Screw it. Let's go kill goblins.
Sorry about that. Micro mutts are going crazy.
Happens to the best of us. So what's your plan? What answer are you going to give him as he stares drunkenly at your direction, wondering why you haven't been speaking to him?
We will go. If we knew exactly where it is, we need to go search. To start our search, I should say.
The tribe of goblins, the exact, well, which facing of the wall, north, south, east, or west, so on and so forth.
I've been spending the last of my family's resources in trying to find where these wretched creatures might have been hiding.
And you think that some random adventurers will be able to stumble across it?
No, you cretin. I was speaking before interrupted.
You weren't speaking. You paused.
Aside, we've lost somebody.
Yeah, he'll be back. Oh, I thought it was Dave that left.
No, Dave's there.
No, I didn't leave.
His
It's just-
daughter must have
I was
called.
having trouble with my headphones.
His daughter must have called, so
Okay.
that
Shall
knocks him off.
we then?
Micro mutts, the land piranhas.
Hello?
Turn your camera off. Nobody wants to see your head.
All right, back into it. As I was saying before you decided to interrupt me, I've spent the last of my family's resources trying to find these wretched creatures. And just yesterday, I was lucky enough to find a ranger of some rapport who had just come in from the east and identified to me that a strange happening was going on near an old, abandoned town or civilization of some kind, just north of the forest road to the east. He was able to draw me a map, but said he would not go any closer than what he did because he was not prepared for any such fight, having just left a major investigation himself.
Okay.
Sure. Like I said, we will go.
Need the map.
He hands over the map and tells you that he wishes this to be resolved as soon as possible, and that he can arrange for the gates to be open for you to leave tonight if you wish.
The sooner we set out, the sooner we can resolve this.
Is everyone in agreement?
Let's go bust some skulls.
Oh, yeah.
You will be exiting out of the east gate and following the well-maintained forest road until you reach the great forest to the east. There are mile markers along the road, and the map indicates which one you should stop and turn north on. You'll go into the forest and find what you believe to be, what he believes to be, the location of his family heirloom.
Okay, well.
Probably need to rest at this point.
Get this.
Until after midnight.
Oh, yeah, characters are. I was like, Midnight, where the hell are you?
Elderly fix.
We're in the middle of the Pacific.
Atlantic.
One of those oceans.
Yeah. Atlantic. I was thinking the right direction, just named the wrong ocean. Jesus. Sorry, I haven't been to my geography class in 24 years.
Weren't you an OS?
The OS.
I was
an
the
Oh, you were an electrician?
Yeah.
Oh, there's your problem.
So was I.
Your other left.
Your
Left, right, whatever. It's all the same thing.
You take enough left, you eventually go right. All right, so we go head back to the hotel, get some rest, gather our gear.
All the way back to the hotel to rest. You just came out here.
Yeah. We left the town.
Oh, I didn't know we completely left the damn town.
Is he offering us rooms in his mansion
We
to
left
crash
town.
until the morning so we can go?
I was on the impression that you all left to head towards what the map indicated. You have left the city as tracking along the Great Forest, the east into the forest, and at the mile marker where you're supposed to turn north.
No.
All right, so we make camp.
No, everyone should get comfortable with their surroundings. You are now in the woods, apparently. And
Be right back.
you realize this, so
He's got to drop a massive disc.
Gotcha. Whatever he said.
Which one of you is Denny flushed the toilet?
I don't know.
Disgusting.
Look, if you really want to know, you got to ask the right question.
Sorry, was there a question I'm supposed to answer?
I don't know.
cricket.
We
I guess
scout for
I'll,
a campsite.
What now, huh?
Gee, isn't that the rogue's job? Scouting?
For a campsite?
Sure, why not?
Maybe.
You have found a comfortable campsite just north of the road.
All right. Set up camp, small fire, cook some sausages.
Watch
Who's
rotation.
first? Yeah, who's first watch? I'll take last watch.
I'll go first watch because I've got dark vision.
I'll take mid.
These are talking about chips and salsa.
Chips and salsa does sound good.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
I'll take chips and salsa.
Delivery?
You have to
Yeah,
come
no
over
kidding.
here if you want chips and salsa.
Maria made the
Dang
salt.
it. Ow.
I cast Lullaby on my party members.
So you're planning on putting all of them to sleep?
Isn't that the plan? They're going to sleep, and I'm taking first watch.
Yeah, it just sounds really creepy when you say it, because now I'm just thinking rapey stuff, so sorry.
Lullaby. Go to sleep.
Damn.
Oh, it's just scary.
Alrighty. So
So,
we're camping down for the night.
Yes.
yes.
You all make it through your camping through each of your shifts with no problem. As the sun begins
Yes.
to guys, you pack camp and begin to face north. You face what you believe to be the last stretch of your journey to the location on the map. Right on track, you now have 6 days prior to your meeting with the king. What would you like to do?
Which way is it that we're supposed to be going?
North?
North? North. Do we know which way is north?
That way. Well, the sun's rising in the east. So we look to the left of the rising sun. That would be north.
Yes.
But does it rise in the east in this fantasy world?
Oh my God, you're actually going to ask that?
I cast no direction, so I can discern north.
It is just like our normal planet. You did not need to do that, but okay. Would you guys like to proceed north, sending a scout ahead, hopefully?
Let's send the scout. Well, I would have woken up the scout and sent him hours ago.
Hopefully. Hopefully you would have done that.
Send the midget.
Midget.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna go scout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Headed north.
We're
Wait,
supposed to be
hold
this
on a
sneaky.
second, midget.
Everyone's calling you midget now.
I'm headed up to here with midgets.
Wait, how far ahead are you planning on being?
About 100 yards.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
As you scout the area ahead, you see a broken and tumbled stone wall, 20 feet tall at its highest point, covered in overgrowth and vines. It is clear that it has been completely disused and ignored for many, many, many years. You can't see beyond the wall.
Does this wall look familiar?
No, it does not. You can't see beyond the wall, but you can see through a destroyed front gate what appears to be humanoid figures inside the courtyard, and a broken tower that has collapsed the north side of the circle wall by falling atop it.
How far can give me a second. How far can Mage Hand reach out?
50 feet.
Are they within my range of Mage Hand? Jason? You muted yourself.
Sorry. No, at least none that you can clearly see from the gate.
So they're not within range of, not within 50 feet of the gate?
They're not within 50 feet of you.
Okay. Can I maneuver to where I am closer to them?
You can maneuver all the way to the edge of the front gate. You are still not within range of a mage hand spell, but you now are within range to see them more clearly. Use perception.
Of course, I put my keyboard down on top of my.
Your perception is plus 10.
$15.
You still only see humanoid figures. Can't make
Now.
out detail of them. Would you like to go and inform the rest of your party what you're doing while you're out, or are you just going to keep running around by yourself?
From the gate to the humanoids, is there any obstructions in the way? Something that a halfling 2 feet 10 inches could hide behind.
The courtyard seems to be clear of any debris or obstructions. The only thing limiting your sight currently is the morning mist.
I am going to fall back and inform the group. Wait a second. No. I'm going to find a rock that weighs about 3 pounds. No, I'm going to find a couple pebbles.
Okay.
And crawl in closer using the mist as cover.
You roll for
Stealth.
There we go. Look at that. So
29.
you easily hide from the creatures.
I'm going to use... How close can I get to them?
Notes. Hold on. Notes. They're important. You can get remarkably close. If you can remain quiet, you can get all the way up to right behind them if you truly wished.
Am I close enough to make out what they are?
Roll perception.
.30. Nat 20.
You realize that you stare at the creatures in the mist. It starts to clear just slightly so you can make out their figure and their form. With only a few solid rags clinging to them, the rotting flesh is falling off the bone. These are walking corpses.
Kardashians.
Dun dun dun.
I am going to fall back and inform the party.
Sounds like a plan. On your way out, you do a quick count of who you can see and see 5 zombies.
All righty. I go back to my group and I say, "Hey, Paladin, we got a job for you."
Okay, please explain.
How much do you like walking corpses?
Can't say I'm particularly fond of them.
How much do you like smiting them? And if I
I'm
gave
not
you,
really that kind of-
and if I gave you the opportunity to smite 5 of them, would you be my friend?
Say that again, I missed it.
He offered you the opportunity to smite 5 undead corpses. Would that make you his friend?
Right. Obviously, that's part of my job is to rid the world of such abominations. I'm assuming that's what's ahead.
You can get 5 completos.
Well, I was able to see 5 walking, rotting things at our destination, or at the beginning of our destination.
I start heading in that direction.
So you're going to go Michael Carmichael?
I follow the paladin, sword drawn.
I follow them because they're going to have to get them out of trouble.
Oh yeah, I'm going too.
And God is quiet.
Excuse me. The order you have, you all are walking towards the gate, is your mighty paladin, followed by your barbarian, followed closely by your sorcerer, and then your rogue. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the paladin making any attempt to be quiet whatsoever?
Not.
Why she's in pursuit of justice.
We need to get you some padding or something, huh?
All right. As you enter the courtyard, you see these shambling figures ahead of you. They have not noticed you yet. The closest is 30 feet. The farthest is 100 feet.
Well,
Roll
Are
an
you going Kagome on them?
Huh?
Are you gonna go Kagome on them, Dave?
I don't know what you mean. I'm going to walk up and stab the crap.
all right. I'm casting mage armor on myself.
roll initiative, all of you. So we'll see what order you all are going in.
Two.
14.
10.
Sorry about that.
The paladin
what?
boldly waits for everyone else to go first.
Sorcerer, you just roll initiative. There we go.
Okay, I got a 15.
Okay. Well, then you are the first to go.
Oh, okay.
The closest zombie. Were you there when I described where everyone is on this particular?
Closest is 30 feet. The furthest is 100.
Exactly.
How juicy are these zombies?
They're pretty bony.
A zombie is a zombie. It doesn't matter how much flesh it has on it. Okay, yeah.
What you
I'll
consider
go with the classic. Magic missile at not the closest, but the one right behind it.
Okay.
I think the closest for the paladin.
Well, you all are kind of in a straight line, bulging out right now. So you're still pretty much in the same order. So the closest would be the 30 feet. You want to aim at the one behind him?
Yeah.
Okay. Damage? Because magic missile doesn't require a.
Yeah, that's right. Auto hit. 2 missiles at 1 die 4 each. That's 4, and that's 2.
So 6 total.
Yes.
Okay. The creature is stunned and falls forward onto its face, but immediately begins to rise again. The other creatures in the courtyard have turned and began towards you.
Yay.
Next would be the barbarian. Bum bum bum.
Can the barbarian hear us?
He needs to unmute himself. Yeah, there's no background noise. You can keep yourself unmuted until.
You know what? You can calm down, Mr.
Stop.
Okay. Obviously, first of all, I hate seeing undead. So I'm raging up, right?
Hmm.
Halfling, do you want to get into?
Can I cast Dancing Light using Torch into the rib cage of one of the undead?
What would that do?
Light them up, it wouldn't do any damage.
Yeah. It might come easier to see and hit.
Well, doesn't the torch actually produce a torch?
Yeah, you say torch.
But dancing light does not.
Well, dancing light can be a torch or light, magical lights.
Is it still misty enough for me to hide in?
You, as a halfling? Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go duck into
What?
into the shadows.
You do realize this is Barbarian's rotation right now, right?
What the hell are
Oh,
you doing?
I thought it was my turn.
No, I asked
Bard-
if you get into the fight.
Yeah, he was asking you a question, the bard was.
What was that?
Do you want to get into the fight?
In time.
I want
Oh,
to.
it'll be in time, all right. They'll be real quick time.
How close am I to the closest zombie, skeleton, whatever they are?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Are there any rocks nearby?
No. Nothing larger than a pebble, a gold piece in size.
Well, then I'm glad that I bought 2 swords because I'm throwing a sword at it.
You're gonna what at it? Charge?
My swords.
Throw your sword.
Yep. And I have no penalty for improvised ranged weapon.
Nice.
You're throwing one, correct?
Throwing 1 sword.
All right, go ahead and roll. If you hit.
That's going to be strength. Yeah. 23.
It is a hit. Damage.
Are these guys small creatures or mediums?
They're medium.
Mediums.
Okay. For 6 damage.
The first creature takes a sword straight into his chest. He rocks back and forth, but continues to walk towards you, gruesomely having the sword embedded to the hilt inside of him.
Well, that's not very nice, is it?
And now it is the rogue's turn to go run and hide in the shadows.
Finally.
To duck into shadows or hide and maneuver to where I'm behind one of the undead.
Your base speed is 20. You will not reach any of them in time for this rotation of turn. Are you
fine.
sure? Yeah, okay. So you're making your way towards the undead. And now it is Nadia, the naughty paladin. It's her turn.
That's me, Nadia.
Am I close enough to try and stab one?
Yes. The front runner.
They're medium size, right?
And as a free action, remember you can use smite.
Yeah, but I can only use it once, and that's only for one enemy.
Yeah, you can use it actually twice because you're level 4. You get it twice a day. Or no, because you took 2 levels in shaman. Never mind. Backtrack. Yeah, you can only use it once.
Okay, 20 modified.
Hit damage.
5.
Apologize. You're using a spear?
Yeah, like a boar spear.
Okay, just making sure. The spear enters the zombie's head and out the back of its skull, immediately dropping it to the ground in a crumbled mess of bones and rags and rotting flesh.
And it no longer gets up.
As you withdraw your spear, the zombie that was behind this one launches an attack at you. Your AC is, let's see, 17, correct?
It's 19 now.
Oh yeah, because you bought plate
New
mail, right?
armor.
Yeah, I'm armored now. Bring it.
What's the line? What's the line, Nadia?
Bring it.
Don't sing it, just bring it.
You're not a bitch.
The zombies claw
Nadia is not the bitch.
armor as if they were baby kittens clawing against a stone wall.
Hmm.
Which one has my sword, my spare sword in it?
What?
Which of these guys has my spare sword in it?
No, the one she killed a second ago had the sword in it.
Okay.
So now it's a crumpled mess with your sword in it.
Okay. So I remember what.
So you're tracking where it is.
Yeah.
All right. The other zombies in the courtyard continue to shamble forward in an attempt to reach you. You notice from the rear, what appeared to be a zombie at first has turned and left, going apparently into the ground.
Uh-oh.
Sorcerer, mighty sorcerer, it is your turn.
I'm going to hold action waiting for the one that went into the ground to pop up. So I'm just kind of maneuvering around, but keeping my eyes peeled for him.
Okay. Barbarian.
How close am I to the closest one then? Is he like 10 feet away, 5 feet away?
The closest one has approached and is standing in front of Nadia within easy reach of you.
Well, then I whip out my other sword, obviously. And I take a great mighty swing with my great mighty great sword. It's 15.
Did you say 15?
15.
Okay, because I thought he said 51. I was like, how the hell?
Yeah, you know, 3 nat 20s. 9.
Roll for damage.
4 damage.
You say 4?
4.
Okay. Zombie takes a strike cleanly on its body, hacking off an arm, but it is still standing, glaring at you with undead, hollow eyes.
Reaction.
You are now within distance of the leading, or the second leading zombie.
So I'm within striking distance of one?
You are in striking distance of one, yes. To the rear of one.
Sneak attack. Shocking grasp. With my short sword.
Roll for strike.
Eight.
You miss horribly.
You should have let me throne you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it aware of me?
No, it is not aware of you. The
Alright.
two behind it are aware of you because your back is facing them because you jumped out to get to the one that was in front of you, the one that you could get to the back of. But they are not within striking distance of you. They're just aware of your presence. The real zombies can't talk. Sorcerer, are you still holding action?
I'm waiting for the pop up.
Okay. Then, Paladin, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna strike. Yeah, the one in front of me.
Okay, go ahead. Roll for strike.
I'm sorry, I gotta.
Oh, okay.
Damage 7.
What was your roll for strike?
Third.
What was your roll for strike?
13.
Who? Oh.
And your damage was 7, you said?
7.
Cricket.
7. He's having problems with his mic again.
Yeah, I see it now. As your spear again enters the face of the zombie in front of you, it, like its partner before it, crumbled to the ground, basically to dust in front of your eyes.
Oh.
I loosened
Good
it
hit.
up for you.
It is the sorcerer's turn again.
I'm still scanning the area for the one that disappeared into the ground. But I'm keeping up with these guys, but I'm waiting for this thing to pop up and try to sneak attack or something.
Okay. Then we roll on to the barbarian.
What's the distance to the third one?
It has closed the distance to you. You're standing in front.
Sweet. So, would it be a free action to pick up the sword that's in the pile of zombie?
Yes.
Okay. So I take out that sword, and I know I'm going to suffer a penalty for this, but I'm going to do a double slash. Get hit with each of those swords.
Let's see, roll to strike.
Dropping my die. There we go. Staying on the table. Or the platform, rather. So 21 and a 16.
Both strike. Roll for damage.
Woo woo. $16 damage.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
16-1-6.
As both the swords slap through the zombie, it crumples to the ground before you. 2 remaining.
I can't let the paladin have all the fun.
Rogue's turn.
Did he take out the one that was in front of me?
Yes, he did. So there's only the 2 behind you.
Well, one
How far
behind you
away?
that you can see, and one that disappeared into the ground.
Yeah, there's 2 behind you that you can see, and the third that disappeared into the ground.
How far away is the one behind me? The closest one.
And the second is 20 feet.
Can I dunk into shadows again?
No, they are well aware of you. You are the front runner of your group, and they are staring right at you.
You should have let me throw you.
Screaming Alpha time.
Uh-oh.
1 pint of oil.
Oh, no. I'm not lying at this time.
Oh, to strike?
18.
Hit.
Does the bottle actually shatter, though?
Ooh, good question.
That's one thing I throw against a rock, a wall, or rock floor, or something like that, but against rotting zombie flesh, might just bounce off them and land on the ground.
And shatter.
Unless it lands in the grass.
It
Yeah.
shattered against the zombie.
It managed to shatter against the zombie?
Yeah.
All right. Do I knock it back a foot?
No.
A little vial of oil. How's that going to knock it back?
It's a pint.
A pint of oil. It's a relatively large size, but these are not necessarily prone to the same problematic.
How did you hold a pint when you're 2 feet tall?
It's a halfway. Come on. Yeah, they drink that much in that, minute.
Let's rotation back to the paladin.
Is there anything close enough that I can move and engage it?
Well, there's the one that's 10 feet and soaked in oil. It's actually 15 feet in front of you, soaked in oil. There's the one behind it, which is 25 feet, which you can reach by going after it, because your base speed is 30. So you can reach either of them. One's soaked in oil and the other one's not. Pick where you want.
I'm going to avoid the fire trap and go for the other one.
Okay. Roll the strike.
No, I missed. I got a 9.
Your glide just under the arms of the raging zombie, missing him completely and providing him with an opportunity to strike at you. You said your armor class is 19, right?
Yeah.
Again, the zombies, like as before, the zombies' hands scratch against you and do no damage whatsoever. Sorcerer.
Hey, these guys are doing just fine without me. I'm still watching for the pop-up.
We have a waiting pop-up guy. And Bard.
Sorcerer is awaiting the pop-up guy?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Like a good ad blocker.
He's just waiting for you. He's just waiting for you guys to kill all the other guys. He's not worried about it, apparently.
Fair enough. Sorry, where is this last one? Because we're on the last one, right?
We're on
Two.
There's 2 left. Your paladin missed completely.
Oh, yes.
There's one 10 feet in front of you soaked in oil and one 15 in front of you not soaked in oil that the paladin has engaged.
Okay. Unfortunately. No. I got it. I'm going to cast Dancing Light to create a torch. And I'm going to throw said torch at the oil-soaked zombie.
Okay. Roll the strike. See if you can actually hit the zombie.
See if I can hit the zombie. That's funny.
Nat 1.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
Seriously?
Yep.
As you go to the
Lord is on fire.
It you go to throw the torch, it slips out of your hand and lands on your pig skull, saving your hair from being burned, but also blinding you from the burn.
You got on fire again? Why?
Well, drat. By Crom, I will be avenged.
All right,
You
Mighty
are
Rogue,
fired.
it's you.
I am going to cast Dancing Light with the torch sticking out of the zombie's chest.
It immediately bursts into flames, crumpling into ash before your eyes. Faster than you could possibly imagine, it went from a fully formed humanoid shape to smoke.
Wow. Well done, guys.
One left. And the pop-up.
Paladin is on you.
No, I missed. I rolled the same thing again, 9.
Again, this seems to graze right past you. Not doing anything. The zombie decides to change tactics and attempts to grapple you.
Just like every other man.
Duh. Way to assume his gender, by the way.
Not 20. Let's see. There we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The zombie reaches forward, grabs you by the shoulders, and pulls you into a hug, crushing your arms against you and causing 9 damage.
Damn.
Oh, I just wanted a friend. Really badly.
Really, really badly.
All right, it's the sorcerer's turn. I would suggest he be helpful this time instead of continuing to stare at an empty patch of ground. Or do they still have it?
Let's see. All right. Yeah, I'll shoot the magic missile at that zombie.
Roll for damage.
1 and 1. Oh boy! So total of 4. Because it's 1.4 plus 1 for each missile. So yeah, minimum damage.
Both missiles whiz into the creature's face. He releases his grapple on your injured paladin, but otherwise seems ready to fight again.
Oh, didn't want to give her a kiss.
No, we didn't. Mighty Barbarian, it's your turn.
Gorg. While I see this nonsense happening, I've got a question for you.
Oh,
I'm within melee range of this zombie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are trees. Yeah.
No,
I thought there were trees.
you are in a courtyard.
Oh, so there's a wall.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
no tree.
So could I treat this zombie like an improvised ranged weapon and throw him into the wall?
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change its armor class to see if you can grapple him with the understanding that you would obviously be more of a struggle against him to try and grab than he is to try and hit. So strike or roll to grab, I guess would this be the correct phrasing for this one.
Okay, so that can be dex or strength.
That's gonna be Dex.
Dex. Okay. I failed, but I didn't crit. So
What did you get?
I got a 6 total.
Okay, yeah, you failed.
Yeah.
miss him somehow, probably from the aftermath of having a torch dropped in your head.
Probably.
We'll go with that. Protect your manhood. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Rogue, all you, buddy.
But hey, hold on.
Go ahead.
Immediately following my failed attempt, can I summon a torch and shove it in him?
Torch is a free action.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Woohoo!
You shove the lit torch into his body. Hold on, roll to see if you can hit him with a torch.
Yeah.
Good, duh. It's a 17.
You manage to shove the lit torch into the body, lighting him up like a Christmas tree and making him a very easy target, but doing otherwise no other apparent damage to him.
I'm helping.
Rogue, it's all
You're
you.
softening him up.
Exactly.
Rogue.
Lucky.
Summon a torch in its chest.
You're gonna what? You're gonna do it again?
It's got one. Thank you.
Got one there.
Well, maybe this one will cause the other one to burst into flames and then burst the damn thing into flames.
First one's lit. It's making him glow. It's just didn't seem to cause any damage to him.
And I can't throw an oil flask at him because I could light the paladin on fire.
Oh, and also the barbarian who's standing right next to him.
Yeah, thanks, sweetie.
Taunt it.
You're gonna taunt the undead.
Yes.
Yeah, your
I wanna hear
mother's
the
still alive. Is that how you taunt undead?
Look at me.
You're falling to the temple and your mother smells of elderberries.
How close is it to me?
10 feet.
So run up and shocking grasp punch.
Roll to strike.
With all my 2'10" and 50 pounds of fury. 18 plus 4 is 22.
Strike. Now roll for damage.
Four.
It was a solid hit with only a deflecting blow.
What? Lancing.
Whatever.
2-foot frame, all 50 pounds, strikes the zombie in the head, falls backwards, seeming defeated. The flames lick its dry skin and clothes, and it also bursts into flame and immediately turns to ash.
We could have done this in the first place if you had let me throw you.
In the aftermath of the consuming next few seconds, you realize that no other enemies are challenging you. You are simply resting inside a courtyard. You look around and see the carnage of the dead zombies, the piles of ash, the still slightly burning remnants of oil from the halfling's odd choice of weaponry. You realize that the other zombie-like creature disappeared into is actually the former foundation for the tower that has crumpled the northern wall. It's gone down into what appears to be a stairwell that is dark and foreboding.
Dark and foreboding?
Foreboding.
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 We don't want to go down there.
Discuss what your plans are. I'll be right back.
Well, our plans. We're going down there.
We are going to go down there.
We got it.
Down.
Are we gonna use
You chose it.
Are we gonna use
Use what? Oh, a torch. Well, we can light you on fire.
That's true. And I can launch him down the hall.
Operation
I'm
Screaming
just
Owl
gonna
is
cast a
not
light spell on my spear.
Man, she takes the fun out of everything.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You what, mate?
I said I'm gonna cast light on my spearhead.
Okay.
You're a woman. You don't have a spearhead.
Ah.
Tell you what. I cast Summon Instrument. Summon a flute. Smash it into kind of a conical shape. There you go. There's your spearhead.
You guys do know she's carrying an actual spear, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Just checking.
I thought someone said there was no spearhead.
No.
All right, what's our
I said it was a
marching
boar
order?
spear.
Hey, since she's
It's
got the
it's a
lit
boar-
up spearhead,
Hmm. Hmm.
I say Paladin first because she's got the light and
yeah.
all after.
First, I want to burn the remaining 2 zombies and perform last rites over the corpses. You know, the standard priesty, paladin-y stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and the rest of us will just stand over here and snicker at you about it. I don't know why, but that's what we do.
Well, the priestly paladin thing is to heal yourself, right?
And the others who are hurt, which I think you won. So yeah, touch yourself.
You know what? I'm gonna have to get some brass knuckles or something. Seriously, I do more damage punching with anything else.
Yeah, good point. I remember gaming with another group. One of the players was actually better at using improvised weapons, even though he didn't have the skill for it, than with any weapons he had a skill with.
Oh, wow.
It was funny as hell. She did more damage and got better hits. And usually it was things like, okay, I'm going to pick up this guy over here and use him as an improvised weapon. Okay. She'd roll and damn.
And zombie?
No, they weren't zombies, they were werewolves.
Well, werewolves are easier to grapple.
She's burning the dead and performing last rites.
And the rest of us are standing around talking about the other stories we've heard. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Wow. What the fuck?
And casts cure on her cure light wounds and heals 10 for self.
Yeah.
I unrage, by the way.
I would hope so.
I mean, I don't need that cooldown to last the rest of the day.
Yeah. I'm going to examine. Well, actually, there'd be nothing on these things, so
No, there wouldn't be.
I am going to explore the courtyard.
I'm going to examine where that one guy popped into the ground.
The guy who popped in the ground went down the foundation.
Yeah, that's what he was just Gene was describing before he left. Oh, so he actually wasn't going into the ground like I thought, or like we thought. He was just going down some stairs. Probably to go tell somebody that we were here.
Let's go cash him outside. How about that?
Yeah, we need to catch up to him quickly. No, if only the
Cash
GM
him
would hurry up.
outside.
With you.
How about that? Sounds super.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Police of Aquatics, if you're still here. I guess you're not.
Marco,
Polo?
Polo.
questions.
Answers.
Oh,
I mean, are there any questions?
Nope, let's go down.
Yeah, she did last rites of the bodies, cast a heal on herself, let her spear up with the light spell, and we are heading down.
I understand. All right, so you guys head down the stairs bravely.
To bravely run away.
Come into an open room. Inside the room, as your lights cast against the walls, you see the figure that you assumed was a zombie appears to be a human woman who is cowering in the corner away from you.
I don't buy it.
Only other object in the room is a pedestal with a small black sphere resting on it. An eerie light glows from above on the pedestal.
I cast
All right.
magic.
Yeah, you guys investigate that. I'm going to go investigate the woman.
Okay, so we'll have
detect evil on the woman.
who's going to the woman?
So she said detect evil on the woman.
As you cast detect evil, you see an aura of a bright flaming red appear around the woman. It is clear to you that this woman is not good in any way, shape, or form, and has probably not had a good thought in her entire life.
Nice.
Ma'am, are
Like,
you okay?
knowledge
The zombies are dead now.
is evil and must be smited.
So your intent is to go kill the woman?
Abs.
Do I get my detect magic on that orb though first?
Let's handle the woman first, one at a time. So you're planning on striking the woman?
Unless somebody stops me, my understanding is that she's the one who was in command of the zombies. She's blatantly evil. She needs to die.
She could go to jail or something instead. We don't have to actually kill her, do we?
Self-defense. Yeah.
Jumping in front of the paladin as he goes to strike the woman? Paladin roll a strike.
.22 modified.
Roll for damage.
Seven.
Your spear enters the woman's chest, and she lets out a blood-curdling scream that slowly turns into maniacal laughter as she falls backwards against the wall and slumps to the ground, grinning from ear to ear like a madwoman. Blood slowly corners her mouth, into her eyes, and says, with all honesty and sincerely, "Thank you." A bright light exits her body and shoots straight to the orb, entering it and disappearing in its dark interior immediately.
Nobody
let me
touch
cast
the orb.
detect magic.
Nobody touch orb. Nobody touch orb.
Roll. You can tell that the orb is magical in some way.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I just sucked up a soul.
No shit.
Do you want to roll for Knowledge Arcane?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll.
Total of 20.
20 total?
Yep.
You can tell that the magic inside is not of a good nature, but is not necessarily of a bad nature. It doesn't seem to be trapped or in any way capable of harming you by you touching it or moving it. Its exact function and purpose you cannot tell, as the inscription, the single runic inscription on it, does not translate into any language that you can understand or tell.
Sure.
Well, gentlemen, the decision has to be made because we
I'll
are
tell you what.
quickly running out of time.
Yeah.
If this is the gem or the item that this dude was looking for, he could do some serious damage. But
Well, we
we
don't
could
know
do
that.
some even more serious damage if this thing sucks souls out.
It might only suck souls out people who have just died.
Let's try it.
Oh, yeah, sure. You want to volunteer?
We can go find someone.
So, my current understanding is you guys are debating the merits of finding someone to willfully put
No!
to see
Yeah.
if
He's talking about it. I'm telling him no.
Why not? We need to know if this is a threat to us.
Well, the real question...
Either way, we can't leave it here.
No.
I
It's got
put it
to go with
in
us.
my pocket.
How big is this orb?
Closer.
hold on 1 second. My computer's
It's
got
the Orb of Antioch.
1, 2, 5, 3.
4. No, 3, sir. Oh, that.
one. Check your messages.
What? Everyone check your message. Thanks.
$18.
Not sure what I'm supposed to be checking.
What needed to be checked has been checked.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pick the orb up.
Your astounding thief reaches forward and grabs the orb in his hand. As he pulls it off the pedestal, the light above it disappears, but there are no other immediate actions or consequences that you
Can perceive. Let's get this thing up into daylight. I'll feel better when we do.
Put something of equal weight down.
Detect evil on the rogue.
I didn't hear that.
He still looks as they always have.
Shady, but not exactly evil.
Mm-hmm. So you guys plan on going up into the surface?
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this
I'm
room?
leading the way.
Nothing else in the room.
Beam us up, Scotty.
Who's Scotty? All right.
Scotty
I'm looking
Pippen,
to go
shoot
charge.
the
I
free
want
throw.
to get out in the sunlight again.
As you exit the tower and enter into the daylight above, you all look trepidatiously at your halfling thief, wondering if some change will take over any second. He still looks just as always as the person you've known. Slightly shady, as described, but not evil. No effect has changed him. No effect has merited any notice to him other than his normal behaviors and mannerisms.
Yeah, since we didn't find any goblins here, we found this woman, and we have to assume that she was in charge of those dead things. It makes me wonder the viability of how this orb was lost in the first place, or at least who blathered a story about goblins in the first place.
If you remember, the nobleman Reginald Black did mention that he didn't believe his father could have been slain by mere orcs, or mere goblins, excuse me.
Goblins, yeah. Well, okay, more than that then, the next question would be, if this orb provides such benefit, A, why didn't the woman fight back? And B, why weren't the zombies far more difficult? Well, the zombies, okay, they're just zombies, but they weren't in contact with the orb. But then again, the woman wasn't in contact with it either. She didn't try to fight back. Why didn't she try to fight
If it
back?
was only one guy, you're looking at what?
I've got
Four or
another
five
question,
on
guys.
You're breaking it.
I've got another question. If the special object would make the difference on whether or not he would die horribly or easily defeat a giant, I mean, what does it do? And is this really it?
Well, from the description he gave us, this has to be it.
Is the writing on the actual orb itself?
Yes, engraved inside the orb.
If we wait until tomorrow, I can cast Comprehend Languages on it.
I like that idea.
Do you guys want to return to your comfortable inn inside the city while you wait for that? Because you have
Oh,
most
yeah.
of the day to travel. So.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to rush back to this guy just yet.
Okay.
He's probably going to be a lich.
Yeah, be our luck.
Hey, you know what? It would make sense, though. I mean, if that thing soaks up souls, and it's an item that can be used to grant strength and power, my guess is this dude's a lich.
We found a lich. May we burn him?
What
All right.
else do liches do?
You guys head back to the inn and manage to make it before nightfall. Eat your morning meal and retire to your beds, awaiting the next day's revelations. This is the end of our session. We will adjourn again in 2 weeks.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I wanted to ping him to see if he was evil one more time.
Right before he walks out of the room, you check. He's still not evil. Just so you tell.
Still not evil. Maybe. Maybe.
Y'all have a wonderful week.
Thanks for the fun, guys.
All right, take care.
Take it easy.
Ciao.